Hey guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. It's over here and the puppy was playing, but they quit for a second, but hopefully they'll go back to it. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, the pretty girl. Hey. So, I have to tell you guys, I gave her vaccination today. And so there was a guy walking into the Tractor Supply where I got my vaccination from. And she saw him and was watching him. And we had like an open can of wet dog food for her to kind of distract her while we gave her the vaccine. But she wouldn't even look at it. She was only watching this guy. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll just, see what happens. I'll just try to give it to her. And I did. And literally she didn't even flinch. She did not. She was completely unwavering in her gaze watching this guy. So, man, she's a serious dog. I'm serious. I mean, well, not to repeat myself, but yeah, she is a crazy dog. Like, very cool.
It's just like not crazy as in.
Yeah, not crazy as in bad. Just crazy as in she's got really great protection instincts. I'm gonna have to socialize her a lot because in fact, and although I may not, to be honest with you, I was thinking about this a lot today. There was an entire litter of presses that's called the Presa Canario that was stolen recently. It's been making the rounds on Facebook. They've been trying to locate where the litter is. Look at that. Look, good girl. Look at that. She's good girl velocity, kind of messing with Tennessee and not letting her dominate the puppy. That's good. And so anyway, so there is actually going to be some value in just having a couple of my dogs that are not friendly at all, that are just straight, protection for the home.
They'll be socialized to us.
Yeah, they'll be socialized to us, but I'm probably going to have a couple dogs that are, dogs. I'll never leave any of my dogs outside full time, but I'll definitely leave them out around the house whenever I'm gone, like if we're out to dinner or something like that. So, I work from home now, so in the event that that we were not home, we would leave out these dogs that are not friendly to make sure that nobody thinks that they can try to mess with our house like that, because our dogs are not going to put up with it. On top of the fact that we've got a lot of security measures, so security cameras and all that stuff, motion sensors, things like that, just from having it, because we have a 13-year-old daughter that we have to monitor as well. So it's just, yeah, she's over here like, be quiet. But it's important to know what's going on. So we have things connected to our phone, but still, I really want just to have them out as a deterrent as well. And so, anyway, so she may end up just being one that we don't really socialize. And then we're also going to be doing some work with them as far as testing them and seeing how well they do as far as their natural protection instincts. And then we will do some training with them to make sure that they have the confidence to go in and defend the property when necessary. So, I already think that most of them will have that naturally, but we've never tested that. So it'll be interesting to see what that raw instinct is like, and then how we can hone it and make it better.
I don't think Blondie's going to be very good at it.
So, yeah, Blondie, no, she's not.
She ran away from me in a wig.
Come.
Blondie. Oh, look at you.
Good girl.
Oh, preacher.
Velocity, back off. Move.
Preacher, what are you
Get your head out of the way. I can't see. Yeah, good girl. Yes, preacher. So I've had a hard time getting her to eat our kibble. She's like okay with it, but she just doesn't have the appetite for it. So in order to she really does, she just needs more weight on her. So in order to get that from her, I have been feeding her. She is just really chowing down on the raw. And so I give her, I give her like a full chicken quarter. So we're talking the leg and the thigh. and it has a bit of the meat and a bit of organ. I want to say that it's a kidney, but I'm not sure. But it's like it's like about yay big, just a little piece of red, like organ. And so anyway, just trying to get her up on the raw. And you'll notice that, like I said, she's got the puppy coat right now, but as soon as that raw gets into her real good, you'll notice that, like all my dogs, she'll get a really nice glossy coat. So, and I had people ask me like what I feed my dogs as far as raw is concerned. Right now, I buy I think it's how many pounds are those boxes?
40 pounds.
40-pound boxes of chicken leg quarters.
Properly bagged.
And then we also supplement with chicken heart and chicken liver and beef liver. And as I would say, like, I'll also get like hamburger meat or a roast, and I'll just feed them off the roast, pork or beef. And yep, that's how we do it right there in the bag. Yeah. And then one of my favorite things to do to give my pregnant dogs, and just all of them, I consider it like chocolate, it's called beef cheek. And it has just very different textures of, meat in it. And it has lots of fat, and it's got lots of really rich, dense red meat. And so, which is just really good for pregnant females. And so, will you take her outside? She's smelling around. So when you watch your puppy, when they start to do that, when they start to just smell on the floor, they're walking and sniffing and just constantly doing that, it's best to take them outside, because the odds are they need to go to the bathroom.
It looks just like they're looking for food.
And you can have banana. I like banana.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this madhouse. I love it.
There's so many.
Oh my God, I love it. You see how well behaved they all are there?
Everybody go.
I'm going to go out with them.
Oh, you guys are silly. You silly dogs. Go on.
Come on. Good girl.
Throw my shelf out.
So anyway, so I've been able to get her to eat raw. She ate, like I said, a whole chicken leg quarter, and she's already looking thin. So that right there tells me that she's probably got a really fast metabolism, and so she's going to require a lot of food to get some weight on her. So, and she'll always be, most likely, she'll always be a little bit on the lighter side as far as frame. Can you go fill their water up? Alex left his shoes out there. That's never a good idea. Not if you want to keep them. The dogs will eat those so fast. Blondie. She's so cute. Are you a good girl, Blondie? Are you a good girl? Hey there, Tennessee. Where's my baby girl? What's a baby girl? So we went out and looked at the property again today and just kind of walked around. And Alex, he got a new chainsaw, so he was out there cutting down trees.
He's pretty excited.
Yep, he's pretty excited. And I think we're gonna use the trees to, like, the the limbs or whatever, to make like an outside puppy pen for like whenever we're just hanging out outside. So that'd be cool. But But anyway, on the way there, our little girl was sleeping with Blondie here. Blondie is turning out to be a really good type babysitter as well. She's real sweet. Yeah, she's very sweet.
She's all tongue.
Yeah, she's all tongue. Yes, she is. Yep, she will just give all the kisses. And the slimiest, she has the slimiest tongue.
Draft tongue.
Yeah, that's what we call it, the draft tongue. She's got a long, if you let her, man, she'll get it right in your mouth, man. She will get you every time.
She'll get you in your nose, your ears. I don't know how she does it.
Yep, she'll get you every time.
And they're going through a growth spurt right now. So
Yeah, they are. So I've been trying to beef them up a little bit, because, man, they have really been going through a growth spurt. These girls have. So I've had to up their food. I probably had to double their food, to be honest with you. Some people ask me how much I feed my dogs, and you know, I can't tell you that because I look at them and I watch them and I just do it, you know, based upon how they look. So, yeah, how skinny they are. I actually judge from the bottom, and so I'll. Oh God, whatever. Go inside.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Savannah, quit. You're being so dramatic.
I don't like bugs.
Well, then what are you doing outside?
Because if I go to the door, it's gonna come out.
Oh my God, whatever. Go inside. You're embarrassing us. We're from Texas. We live in the country, and you're over here freaking out.
No, we don't live in the country right now. We live in a suburban
Well, we're fixing to
neighborhood.
be. Oh, look. See, good girl. Look at the submissiveness. See? Even though she's got her tail up, you see that? Even though she's got her tail up, she's trying to play. The licking at the mouth was very positive. That's just a, you know, hey, play with me. And that's very good.
Hey, we're not chewing
Mm-hmm. Ah, she's a cement chewer, too.
I guess so. They like the cement. Where are you going? You gonna walk off?
See how well everyone's behaved? Everyone's chilling. Hey, midnight. No. Midnight. What'd I say, woman?
She's big on grabbing things, and then the minute you call for her, she drops it, and acts like she.
And she
never
comes
got
over
it.
and she's like, Mama, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mama.
Kisses.
I'm sorry, Mama. Yeah.
She's pretty
No, I
tough,
love that.
too.
I love that. She's so sweet. She's a good girl.
Blondie.
Blondie's starting to develop a lot better. She's really starting to get some more muscle tone in her back end, which I like.
Girl.
That'll really help to, you know, make sure that she's got enough muscle back there to support her rear end, which is sometimes a problem in this breed. So, so that's good. We want to see her develop like that. She's tall, real tall, so hopefully she'll get a little bit longer. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully she does. There's no telling right now.
Preacher was pretty lanky as a kid.
Yeah,
Kids
but
are-
he was more like Midnight in the sense that he always had a good stride to him. So,
But he had a big head.
yep. Ciao.
Right.
Let's see what we got here between these two girls. It'll be nice for them to grow up together. It'll kind of be how Midnight has Blondie. And oh my God, you should have seen them when we got home. They were so happy to be around each other again. They were just playing and playing and playing. Very funny. Very, very funny. Very cute. Big old Cashmere. Big old mama dog. Cashmere, what you doing? You better leave that puppy alone. Don't you talk to me like that, Preacher. Midnight. Yep, she's pretty. Yeah, I'm still working on a name, like I said. I did think about the name Athena. There's very few, you know, I'm weird about names, like I said. It's, see, the dog has to match the name, and as you can tell, she is, she's quite an alpha. She's very dominant. She's, see, no, it's fine. It's fine. No, she's getting corrected for being too aggressive. She's being a bit much, and the other dogs are stepping in and saying, hey, you need to chill out. And there's nothing wrong with that. See, she went. You see how her tail went down a little bit? It's still up a bit. She's prideful. There's nothing wrong with that. She's like I said, she's tough. And then you see how Tennessee went over there. Her confidence a bit renewed because the pack backed her up. This little girl is, you know, she's allowed to be playing. She's allowed to interact, but only as long as it remains healthy. Savannah, back up. Come on, honey. So, you know, you have to obey the rules, right? And that's what she just got corrected for. And you see they didn't hurt her. You know, they didn't even go near to the extent she will. But they definitely let her know, hey, you can't beat up on one of our pack members. You got to chill out. And as you can see, she totally chilled out. Her tail hasn't gone down because, you know, she's the kind of dog where you're probably going to have to smack that thing down. But, and not that you know what I mean, I wouldn't do that. Like I said, I mean, she'll be a dominant girl, but there's, you know, she will learn her place here. You can be dominant. You just can't be disrespectful. That's the difference. You can have your position. You know, nobody's going to challenge you for yours. So it's fine because I won't let anybody challenge. But, you know, you can't be a jerk either.
Right now, Cashmere's
Yeah, Cashmere's alpha until further notice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's not giving it up anytime soon. So, yeah.
This puppy doesn't really like cashmere.
No, they're fine. They're fine. Mm.
Where are you going?
What? You want to go inside?
She's very demanding as a pregnant dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the store and get her some beef cheek in a second.
Cashmere,
Right.
Are you hungry?
You want some beef cheek, Cashmere?
Want some beef?
You want some beef cheek?
Do
Yeah.
you want some beef?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. See, that's how we create the big puppies, the big healthy puppies.
She's making it very clear she wants inside.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look how good blonde or Midnight looks. Look at the muscle tone on her.
Cashmere flex.
She's starting to beef up too, man. They are looking real nice. They are all looking real nice.
Or on the learing.
Man. Oh, God, I love these dogs.
They were all laying in the kitchen earlier and I couldn't get anywhere.
Golly, Fus. Hey! Yeah.
She's such a baby.
Yeah. Yeah. A little 8-week-old puppy there, dude. I can't believe that.
She's quite heavy.
Yeah. I cannot believe she's only 8 weeks old. I swear I'm like in a bit of disbelief. But her teeth don't lie, man. Look at that. Her teeth do not lie.
Oh, no.
Oh. Let me see here. Yep. Tiny little baby teeth.
What is she barking at? Absolutely nothing. You gonna go play too?
None are missing, none are loose. She's just a little baby. So
A white-toed dog. I said a white-toed dog.
Oh, and I should add, people have asked about the bloodlines. So she has very old school American lines. That's how her lineage would be considered. There may be some Italians in there. I'm not sure. I'll have to look. But I remember that she's very heavily old American blood. So, yeah. I'll still have, the thing is that I'm going to do a video on this. A lot of people have asked me about the differences between American and Italian. And I do feel that I need to talk about it. And the thing is I didn't really feel comfortable talking too much about it, seeing as how I only had one American dog. But now I've got Velocity, Preacher, and Tennessee, which are all straight Italian. And then I have, Cashmere and our new girl, and then her daughters, Midnight and Blondie, which are most likely a mix of Italian and American. Most American dogs have some Italian dogs in there. Even if it's not a lot, they usually have at least some. And so anyway, I don't, I need to take a little bit, like I said, a little bit of time to get to know her, but regardless of that, there are, known historical differences that we can talk about, and I can basically let you know that, and then I can let you know my personal experience with the dogs that I have and how I feel about it, my thoughts on it. And so anyway, see, look how she's beefing up back here. That's really good, y'all. That's really good. That's what we want to see. That's very important for a dog that has like a weird gait. You want to make sure that they have nice muscle. And so she's looking good. So there's an old breeder that I used to talk to that a while back that used to say that you should only judge a puppy by what they look like at around, the 6 week to like anywhere between, I would say 6 and 8 weeks old. And then after that, you shouldn't look at them again until they grow and mature and are done, because they just never look like how they're going to look when they go through these, weird stages of growth. And so you end up with, a different dog as they grow. So you really just shouldn't look at them. She said that look at them at 6 to 8 weeks old And then after that, close your eyes and don't look at them again until they're an adult. So, because she said other than that, they'll drive you nuts. You'll keep freaking out. So that's what I'm trying to do with Blondie. I keep overanalyzing it, and because I see it, and I guess I'm self-conscious about other people seeing it, and so I feel like I need to address it because it's in my nature to be honest. I don't want to hide anything. I don't want to make things seem different than they are. So, you know, so I try to be honest about my dogs, and I honestly do not think there's anything like structurally wrong with her in the sense that I don't think that she's going to break down physically. I think that she's just at this point too long or too short. Her back is too short for how well. What I really should say is her legs are so long. She's so tall that when she runs, her legs get tangled, and so she has to throw her legs out from around her to prevent herself from tripping on herself, which is why she has that weird gait. And so, you know, like I said, the odds are she very well can mature out of that. As she ages, as she matures, her legs are growing faster now, but what's to say that her back and all that isn't going to enlong later on? So I just need to chill out. I need to stop judging her in that regard. I will say that she's not as protective as the others, but that... psst, no ma'am. Hey. Psst, no ma'am. But that doesn't necessarily mean that her puppies would be that way. I wouldn't say she has a bad temperament. She's just, you know, not the most protective in that regard. But if we bred her to a male that complemented her faults, like I said, a male that is definitely long enough and that has, we want a fuller head than what she has. We want a shorter muzzle. That way it doesn't get away from us. And a little bit, maybe a wider eye set. And anyway, and that would balance her out. So, and then her puppies, you know, would probably be great. And I'm hoping that maybe somebody with experience on this can help me understand this. But I'm thinking because of the fact that Blondie has a blue, which is a dilute mother, that if I bred her to a Formy, which is a Formentino male, that there's a high likelihood, look how pretty she is. I just have to point that out. That there's a high likelihood that she would have Formentino puppies. And so, which is something that I've really always wanted. My only problem is that most of them that I've seen aren't usually the type that I like to see. They're usually like a little bit they're just not as muscular as I like to see. I like a very cut and muscled dog, not soft like an English Mastiff, right? I don't like a soft dog. So anyway, we'll see. That would be pretty awesome. You know, I don't know what the future will hold, but this female over here, this new female I just got, she has it in her lines, so there's a chance we could get it with her as well. So, but it's a beautiful, beautiful coloration. I'm not a person that specifically breeds for color, but if I can find a great dog that also has that color, then hey, why not? So, anyway, so that'd be pretty cool. So we'll see what happens. I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes, so I'm going to go inside. But I just wanted to, you know, do a little video with you guys and check in a bit and, you know, show you guys what's going on. What's wrong? Oh, God, are you over there? Yeah. What is it? You better skeet him, Cashmere. You better skeet him, Cashmere. Skeet him, Preacher. Watch him. You better watch him, Preacher. Hey, Cashmere, that's a bad dog. Oh, you're a bad dog. Down, all the way. All the way. Shh. All the way down, Cashmere. All the way down. All the way. I want that butt on all the way. Go. Shh. All the way. You were bad. You were very bad. Very bad. Shh. Very bad. No. No. So sometimes in a pack, when there's a heightened level of aggression or energy, if there's nowhere to take it out, they'll take it out on the Omega. So that's what you saw right there. That's why Cashmere targeted her. But I still can't allow it to happen, no matter if it's you know, the way that wolves do it in nature and in general packs do it. I'm just not going to let her do it because it's wrong and it's inappropriate. So I have to stop that behavior. So, but Savannah heard us talking about how we wanted to train them to be more protective, and so I'm sure that she was over here doing that for that reason. But and you'll often see it, like if you've ever watched dogs fence fight, you'll notice how like one of them may attack the other one. It's the same thing. That's all that is. It's the same thing. There's not really the odds of her actually hurting her are probably pretty slim, especially because Velocity will immediately submit. But it's still, like I said, it shouldn't be allowed. We just have a no aggression policy in the house. You cannot. There's no friendly fire. You know what I mean? Zero tolerance for friendly fire. So that's just the way it is. Anyway, I'm sorry this video is so long. Congratulations if you actually made it to the end. We'll know if you made it because I'm sure you'll comment about Cashmere getting onto Velocity right there. But anyway, just thought that we would try to put out some content. I really wasn't available this weekend, so I figured I'd try to make up for it a bit and cover some of the questions and things that had happened while I was gone. So like I said, hope this sets you up for a good Tuesday tomorrow, okay? Talk to you later. Bye!